Hi, today we are going to go over 3 extensions. One of them is called Snap and Read, the other is called Co-Writer, and the other is called Word Bank Universal. I'm going to open up a document. I can do it from here. Move this over here. Okay. And I'm going to, first thing I'm going to do is just pull up a new doc. So let's go over here and move these things around. Okay, click on the document, and I'm just going to pull up a blank document. Okay, now, the first thing we're going to do is look at what our extensions look like. This is the extension icon for Co-Writer. This is the extension icon for Snap and Read, and this is the extension icon for Word Bank Universal. And the first thing we're going to do is, now I opened up a document. The first item I would like to go through is Co-Writer. Now, if you do not have these on in your Google Chrome account, which every student has in the district as well as teachers, if you do not see them up here, make certain that when you click on your icon here that you are synced to your accounts, because you want to make sure that your sync is on so that your extensions pop up. Now, if you do not have them, it is okay to go to the Chrome store to grab them, because they're just going to pop in, and I'm going to show you how to do that. First, and again, make sure that sync is on first, because these will populate. Then you don't have to do this step, but I'm going to go there just to show you how to do it. So you click on here, type in Co-Writer Universal, and you're going to go to Co-Writer Universal, and mine says removed from Chrome because I have it here. You want to add to Chrome, and that's all you need to do. Then you simply go to Snap and Read Universal, and you pull up Snap and Read Universal, and again, add to Chrome. The next one, I'm going to move this again, is Word Bank Universal. So you type up Word Bank, and that comes up. And again, you're going to add to Chrome. Now, all of these should pop up then in the extension area. If they should be dark at this point, they might ask you to link your Google account, and if they do, you simply click on it and it will say sign in with Google. But I have mine in here. And again, all students in the district have these extensions. They are literacy extensions to help with writing, reading, and study skills. Now, and also comprehension. They are phenomenal tools. If a child is struggling in reading, it will help level the playing field. I am going to show you every single tool that is available, and it might be a long video, but you can stop and start it and come back to me anytime that you want. The first thing is Co-Writer. To turn Co-Writer on, you want to click Co-Writer, which is the icon right here. It looks like a think bubble. Then you want to turn Co-Writer on. Watch what happens. Now, here is my toolbar. Now, one of the things that's important is Like I have this right now. If I look over here, I have this on 125%. I might bring that down a little bit just so it's not so huge. Now, you can change what this toolbar looks like by going in, going to options, and I did that again by clicking on the icon. Now the icon's blue, that means it's on, and I went into options, okay? In the options, don't look at this side yet. We will look at that later. But except on this side, you want this changes the size of your toolbar, and this again, this is your toolbar. And it also gives you a number of how many you would like for word prediction. This is set for 5. I'm going to set it for 9, and it will show up 9 when we go out of this. Now, my text for the toolbar is black with a white background. Some students like it when it's white or blue, whatever they choose. Now, the next thing is I chose this voice. When you click on here, there's 2 voices. You can, then the next thing you want to do is click on speak sentences. You don't want it to speak every letter, although for some people that might be what you need to do. For speak words, every time you type a word, it will speak the word. I usually keep it on every time you put a sentence in, it will speak the sentence. Then I go over to the volume here. Okay. Now, okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is come out of it, and I'm going to go back to my document, and now you will see that I have 9 prediction words. I have my tools here. Now, we have a document here. I'm going to start typing. I'm going to make the type a little bit bigger so that you can see it. So watch this. As I type, it's not going to say it, but when I finish, it's going to repeat. It's going to put text to speech. So I'm going to say hello. Now, if you look over here, you're going to see the word hello. I'm going to put a comma in there. My. Now it's predicting for you. If I type in N, I hear the, see we have the name. And then the next word they're predicting is, and I don't know if they learned my name yet, but let's try it. I think that they would name it. I've been using it enough. And there it is, Angela. Now, I'm going to put a period after that, and you're going to hear it.
Hello, my name is Angela.
Okay, I'm going to go to a new line. Look at the words over here. They're going to change. I'll actually put it over here. I am. And sometimes it'll even give you 2 words. It's predicting what it thinks you should say or you might say. Let's see if it says assistive. Oh, it knew that I was assistive technology. And I think if I put an S, P, special. Okay. Now I'm going to hit my period and it's going to read. Okay. So the first on this bar, this is where we are. We're typing. The next thing we can do is we can actually talk into the document. So we click here, and then you click on this button. There it is, see? I'm going to take that off for a minute. Now watch this. I'm going to click here. I have been working in the district for 4 years and love what I'm doing, period. New line. Ah, not supposed to do that. Now, oh, I'm going to, Yeah. So you need to be careful that every time you talk, it picks up everything you say. I'm turning it off before I say something I'm not supposed to.
Be careful that every time you talk, it picks up everything you say.
Okay, there you go. Now, watch this. If something is spelled wrong, I'm going to spell this word wrong. What happens is you should get, hit enter, yep, a line underneath it. Now, there's a new feature for co-writer, and that is if you click on it, the word comes out right here, and it should read it. Now, if I click on it again, I'm going to go back and spell it wrong. Okay. Click on it. Whoop. And you could either ignore it if you think it's spelled correctly, or you can hit the word. And there's more options. You can add it to your dictionary. You can always correct technology, so an autocorrect, or you can do a spelling and grammar check. I'm going to just simply click on that. So when a word is spelled wrong, or they believe that it might be the wrong use of grammar, it will have an underline, a red underline. Then the next thing you're going to do, so these are this tool was just shown to you. This is where it goes right back to the word prediction. This is your voice recognition. And the next thing, I'm going to take this off, is that you can add topics. So say you were learning about magic, and I turned on magic. When you turn it on and you go back to here and you're writing about magic, words will populate in this word prediction box that have to do with magic. So I'll go back to that. Now, I'm going to turn that one off. And one of the things that you can do with co-writer is you can add topics to your list. Now, you can also go to your options and you can find all your topics right here, or you can search for a topic. The next thing you can do, I'm just going to put that, the next thing you can do is, I'm going to go back to my document, is I can go to co-writer up here, click on this, and create topic from a page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, let's see, since we're talking about assistive technology, I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click on, what is AT? Assistive Technology Industry Association. So now these are all different things about AT. Now I'm going to make a topic from here. So I'm going to simply click on the co-writer, create topic from selected text. Just going to go like this. And I'm going to again create topic. Now watch what happens. I'm going to go back to my document. Make sure this is on. Oh. Oh. That's a... I'm going to try to do this again. And it's given us a little trouble. So we'll go back into that after. Now, I'm going to click off of this. Let's see if I can get in there again. Nope, it's giving us a little trouble. Now remember, all of these work through the use of internet. So right now I'm on wireless, And we'll come back to that, and I'll show you how to add that topic in. It's already in there. However, let me see if it's in the options. It won't let us in right now. So we're going to wait a few minutes. The next thing I want to show you is called Snap and Read. So I'm going to click on, I'm going to go to a website. Let's see. We're going to talk about the history of dance. Okay. I'm going to click on the history of dance through the years. Now this pops up. Now, if you notice, there's words down here. I'm going to go to Snap and Read, and I'm going to turn it on. Now, if you notice, the tools are right here on this side. So I'm going to show you how to use each one of these tools. So let's scroll down where there's words. And this first tool, it will allow the text to speak. So it's text to speech. So I click on this and simply go anywhere on the document. I'm going to start here, and it will read for you. Now, that just read, made that text to speech, and you can click anywhere you want. And I simply just clicked off it, so watch how it goes. And I clicked. Now, you can also stop it from here, but why do that if you can just stop it from here? So I'm going to turn this feature off. When it is blue, it is on. The next thing is the screenshot reader. So if you click on here, it will choose what you want to have read. So I will click here, and I am going to highlight this third paragraph all the way. You have to make sure it covers the whole paragraph. I let go, and now it will read inside of that. Okay, I just stopped it. Now, I'll do it again because I want to show you where you stop it. Oops, that was the wrong one. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So remember, you're going to click on here, go here, and it will read it. This is where you stop it. Right there at the X. So now this feature will read pictures with words in it. Let's see if it'll read this. Posted on November 23rd, 2016. Perfect. So if you are given a picture with words in it, or if you want something read on a website that is just a picture on the side, like a little JPEG, or just an added banner or something, you can click on it, hover over it, and it will read it. The next feature, let's go back to the words, is your translator. Now, right now, I have it being translated to Spanish, and I'll show you where you do that. You go into your icon again, go to options, and if you notice, I have it on Spanish. Okay? Now, I'm going to go back. Oh, that's off. Okay. And I'm going to go back to my website, and I'll click on what I'm going to do first. Is there's two ways to do it. I can highlight what I want changed to another language and then click on the icon right here. And now, if you look at it, everything here is in English, but this paragraph that I translated to Spanish, well, that they translated, I guess I shouldn't take the credit for it. Then, when I wanted to go back to English, I simply click on the icon, and you saw it move. However, you can also translate the entire website by clicking here and, oops, by just not actually, just going to here and then clicking here. And everything is in Spanish. Okay? Now, the next thing, and this is for people that don't want to look at all of this document, that is a little bit much, and want to read it themselves, or they can actually use the guide and follow along. So we're going to try to do that first. So you click on here and you move the words. Oh, I clicked on something. And you move it down slowly. And as you read, you move it to the next line. Okay? And that will work with your reader as well. I'm going to click on it first.
Although the history of dance is somewhat cynical, there is something about it that never fails to captivate us. Dance is an innovation of art that isn't just...
Okay, so now you saw two different tools working together. Okay, I know this is a lot to take in, but this is a game changer. It is a phenomenal tool for individuals with all abilities. The next, and this is one of the best ones, is the ability to take notes to... I don't know why that's coming up. Okay, so now we're going to go here and we're going to click on this, and I'm going to just hit, I want to take this off. So I want to take notes from this website about dance. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to select this first sentence, highlight it, and then I'm going to go over here and click on Capture Text. Now remember, I pulled this out from here, down below. Now I can add another one, and I simply just click over here and I added another bullet. The next, I'll take another piece of information off, and then I simply go over to here and move it over. So now I'm taking notes over here. I can then take my notes and I can save them to my drive. So I could download it. I can open the PDF from a drive here. But for this particular one, I want to save my notes. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to either download it, and you can download it just like that, or I'm going to move this over so you could see, or I can send it right to my Google Drive. Okay? Let me just make sure I got that. Print open from, and then go into the Google Drive. Now, let me go back out. The next thing you can do is you can take this information, and if your teacher says, where did you get this information? You simply click here, and there's your source. So I'm going to go back to the outline, and there's your source. You only need, actually, if you were writing a document and you were using this as a source, but you didn't take anything off here for your notes, but you forgot, you said to yourself, I forgot where I got this from, but let me look and see. And you can look right here. And that's where you got it. Now, again, to add another bullet, you simply go up here and add another bullet. I'm going to add another sentence. And then you move it over. And again, you can download that right back into your drive. Okay? Now, the last thing I want to show you is if you're working on, well, there's a couple things. I'm going to take these off, take this off. If you are working on a document, your teacher gives you a story, a wonderful story, say about a princess, you can simply go over to your three dots here, and add an outline template. Say she wants you to add these story traits. So I'm going to go into, let's see if we have a story map. So if you look down here, these are all templates. So I'm going to go to a story map and look what we have. We have the title of the story, the author, the setting, the place, the time, the characters, the main character, other characters. This is a story map, and you can simply utilize this as an outline. Let's go into another one. I'd like to show you another. Say your teacher wants to give you a document or a website or a research paper, and she wants you, or he or she wants you to do a vocabulary document. So you're going to add an outline template. You can go to your search bar and you can click and you can type in vocabulary. So I found that, and I just had to type in vocab, and now I'm going to type up vocabulary study. Now look what we have. We have the word, sentence it fits in, I think it means. Now, if your teacher only wants you to do, say, the word, sentence it's in, I think it means, an expert definition, that's what the actual definition is, doesn't really want you to do the synonyms, they can simply, or you can simply click on the dot, the bullet, and close that up. And what helps me remember this word? And again, once you're done with this one, you can add another and keep going and going and going. Once you're done, you can save this or download it and study this later on. Or you can share it back with your teacher when you put it back into Google Drive. Or if you download it, you can upload it into your Google Drive and share it. And I know all of you know how to share from your Google Drive. And if you don't, you can send me a message. Okay. Again, one last little tidbit from here. If you go to these bars again and add outline template, say you need to write a 5-paragraph essay. You simply, on this history of dance, so I'm going to type in essay, and look what comes up. A 5-paragraph essay. All the information that you need to write this essay. This is your outline to then write from this outline. Okay? And again, you can click on here and you can utilize co-writer and talk into here, whichever you'd like to do. Okay? And the co-writer, again, remember, has the word prediction. So I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to show you one more thing. You can go to let's go to your Snap and Read, and go to Open PDF from. I'm going to open it from my Google Drive, and I'm going to click on a math sheet. So let's go to, let's see, let's go to this one. And we're bringing up missing numbers. Okay, so I can simply, and now this is a PDF. So now with Snap and Read, you are able to A, read it. Okay, look at that. And now you can go over here. So I use this. And again, I can use this one too. Watch.
Missing numbers bin in the missing numbers in the chart.
Okay. When you go over to this tool, you click on it. And if I click on the text here, and I can type in this. So now I simply go here, and actually I want to make them bigger, so I want them to look like the actual, I don't know what size that is, but I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to move this over, so you can simply move this, which is great. If I can get on here. I'm going to just go like this for a minute. Okay. So now if I type it in, nope, and I can move this, which is great because sometimes it doesn't go in the right spot. So watch this. I move it over. I could turn it, flip it, whatever you want. I'm actually going to move this over a little bit. Whoop. Now, I'm going to get rid of this one because we don't need this one. Click off here. And now, let's move it over. And you can make it bigger or what have you. So you can move it over like this. Okay? I'm going to move it over till it looks kind of decent. Okay, the next thing is, now if I click off it, it gets pretty bright. I can also change the color of this. So say I want to use this text again because I want everything to look the same. And I click here, but I want, oops. To go here. And I'm going to go to here. Whoop, now it's going to be black. And I type in the 7. And then I go here. And I just double click. And I put in a 12. Oh, first I got to make sure I'm in there. Now I got to move it because it's all the way down there. Let's see. Get up there. Sometimes it's a little tricky, but once you get it, you get it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I have two of them. I'm going to move it over. Okay, so you get the gist. The next thing you can do, I'm going to turn that off. Oh, look at them all. So, I can tell you how to get rid of them. So you click on here, and you can simply get rid of them. So you click on it and get rid of them. So I can click on it and get rid of them. Click on it. So if you make a mistake, you can still, even though you typed on a PDF, you can get rid of it. This is another highlighting tool. You could say, I want you to, say you were doing a word problem. You can highlight what they want. Fill in the missing numbers. Okay? When I click off it, it highlights. The next thing is, this is used for underlining. I can underline certain. Now this is the underline tool. I can change the color of that. Okay. Say you were doing matching. Things like that. So I'm going to click off that. And then you want to get rid of it all. So you click on it. Simply, you have to go over here though. Click on that one. See, I can hover over it and get rid of it. Hover over it, get rid of it. So once you do something, you can still get rid of it. Go back to what your tool though. You have to be on that tool, see? So this one goes to this. All right. Once you are done, these are also, you can make it smaller and larger and larger and smaller. You can simply send it to your drive. So you can print it, you can rotate it, you can delete it, or you can save it to your drive, okay? Or you can download it. And that is the way that you're able to utilize your PDF reader with Snap and Read. So I'm going to go back out and I'm going to jump into one last thing. I know I said it was one last thing before, but I'm telling you it's one last thing. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on a Google Doc again, just to show you this last extension. This is a quick one. And say I'm writing about magic again. I'm going to click on, I'm going to turn Snap and Read off for a minute. I'm going to click on the Word Bank Universal, and I'm going to click here, and I'm going to say I want to do magic. So I'm going to click on magic, or we could stay with dance because that's what we're doing. So let's do dance. So I click on dance, and look what happens. Everything about dance pops in. Now, if I hover over it, it will read the words. Now, you can go in and you can see the history of dance right here. Famous people, and the other ones will pop up. and then a timeline of dance. Also, you can make it a favorite, and you can print it, you can rename it. Let's go into options too, and you can allow it to speak certain words, and you could change the,
Welcome to the word bank
okay?
extension.
So I'm going to go back out.
Change the pitch, rate, and volume of speech using the sliders below.
Okay, let's go back out. And now I'm going to turn that off. You simply can turn it on and off from here. Okay, so now you have learned about Snap and Read Universal, Co-Writer Universal, and Word Bank. I know that was a lot to take in, but if you'd like to set up a tutorial on how to go through each one separately, I would be glad to do so. You can go to Technology Rocks on Facebook. It's a group, and I will post this video. I will also post the video of using each tool. So I'll break it down to utilizing each tool so that it's not so overwhelming. And again, these are phenomenal tools for literacy. They are game changers. They level the playing field. If you simply need assistance in writing, in reading, in comprehension, or study skills, these are the extensions to use. You can, anytime you are on Chrome, and again, remember, you have to be on Chrome, but anytime you are utilizing your Chrome account, these tools are available to our district. If you don't have them and you're not in our district, you can simply go to donjohnston.com and look into purchasing them. Thank you so much and have a great day.